Wind guide me. Head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. I sense your weakness. One with the sounds. One with the sounds. Wind guide me. Leave it to me. I can't believe this.
Save me, boss.
The hour is upon us. Leave it to me. Disperse.
Oh, bring it on! I'll fire it up!
Leave it to me. Sounds come forth. Strike from the shadows. Cherish every game. As we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
I'll do my best. Another day.
Let's reach. I should try to smile.
Perfect weather for a...
Why hesitate?
Let me be there for...
I'll do my best. Another day, another heroic me!
Wind guide me.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Ewa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Ewa. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, And this is Master Tianxing who came here to look for someone.
I saw you help arrange the wounded there. Your Sholan would need your help more than I do. Thank you, but I must remain to oversee vital military supplies.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can... Currently, there's only one waterway open, from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit from... It's a type of old-fashioned explosive, while tacitite weapon. The hand grenade...
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know Zhuyan is a man full of courage. The journey with countless lives have been lost in this war. Master Rongfu once told me I do share some of Zhuyan's feelings. However, Zhuyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators. I too found what Zhuyan said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd set up a spar in this case, and if I won, they'd let me do what I wanted. I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from all tangles untied. All glared. I promised not to use my forte in the battle, but Zhuyan still couldn't take a single blow. After his defeat, I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, it's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think...
So, Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about General... We haven't...
Follow the Qinglong to war! Tell truth from the side. Break! Bide the time. Tell truth from the side. Wind Rider. Tell truth from the side. Time to fight back. Fear no more. Retreat to advance. Don't you worry. Finale! Tell truth from the side. Unstoppable. Bide the time. Seven. Tell truth from facade. Fear no more. Tell truth from facade. Unstoppable. Retreat to advance. Bide the time. I can take it. Wind Rider.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Qinglong. The Qinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle or suffer over. Something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Though we have no idea what it is. But I didn't hear anything or sense any frequencies. Rover?
According to Baiji, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords.
Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is... Siege Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Wind guide me. This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here.
Leave it to me.
Strike from the shadows!
end has come.
Oh, bring it on! It's morphin' time!
Banish all vice.
Oh, bring it on! Flame on!
Swift and resolute.
I think I found something, Rover. Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Help! Help, brother! Brother! Help! Help!
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, this one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. Rover? I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here. And the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. I can still... Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe there must be something we can do. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, let's leave. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints. Someone was injured. Ritualistic wooden plaques. Why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines. They seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by...
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
These cards. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit
Fusing humans?
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown, and no one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction. There is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Frex. A man who sees no order. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of... Huh?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. If you need to hear it from me, the cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such... The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Aw, so you... Don't worry. Well, let's just... To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So... That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you were... So you noted. No need to be so on edge. By now, but out of all the onlook, before you knew you are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a... That's why I'm here. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not... My goal is... Come on. Observe the surroundings as you learn more. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my... Why do you have to assume we are the culprit? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, so go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. I like it. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple... Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the mass. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables, stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different like us now. Caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no head. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security. No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you... Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right, but the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night, except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce, always has been. The world was never a fair place, wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, when every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the Black Lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the White Lambs did? Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Oh, so you're siding with the white lambs. But in another version of this story, the black lamb got to unleash its vengeful wrath upon the flock and the shepherd. Is that the kind of it? Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? But that's why they wanted it in the first place. Why would they trade their wealth for... Here's my final question. Don't rush. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs.
That's right! Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock, and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules, and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. So they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rove? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to... Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
Sucks to be you.
brutality. Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lad? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the Black Lab can reclaim the trust of its herd. And eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors!
Rover!
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh, should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with...
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect... No worries. I know all the... Rover, it seems our happy little date must... But don't forget my... Let me know what you choose. The choice. We'll meet again. In the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could...
Brother.
Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be... Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before. Let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened? It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found?
Let me be there for everyone. It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Look, the water is going to... I can't believe it. There is such a... Odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, it doesn't seem too hard for him. That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden? Where did it go? Oh, is that a diary?
Wind guide me.
That girl just wanted to save her village, but those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now? Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. The villagers were a complex mix of emotions: hope, resentment, and despair. But as I read the diary, I could feel the intense. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end. My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again, but I still lack the confidence. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected by it. Really? Thank you. Dwelling on it won't do us. Yes. Let's go.
Here's the thing. We could really use your help with this ongoing case. We've been getting a lot of missing persons reports recently. Nobody ever saw those people assaulted or anything. They just vanished. Some of those people are even resonators, or they've served in the military. Since you're always coming and going from the city, can you help me watch out for anything weird or suspicious? Thank you so much. Ring me up when you spot anything.
The Seance Society. Never heard of them. They said they have a solution, but how? This is very suspicious, no matter how I look at it. Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
This power, it's mysterious, yet reassuring nonetheless.
Finally, I fully mastered this move. It all went so well today. Thank you for sparring with me.
One with the sounds.
Oh, so you've accepted my invitation, Rover? Well, yes. My name is Laurent. Since you were here, you must have lost someone too.
Daddy?
Now, Yuan, no need to be afraid. She's not one of those evil patrollers. You're safe with me. Yes, my daughter. Her name is Yuan, my only precious.
I am Daddy's precious?
Absolutely, my dear. We will stay together. Nothing can take you from me again. Ah, yes. Once we were separated by an unfortunate turn of events. But now I have her back. Thanks, truly a miracle. And you, yes, you too can be reunited with your loved ones. No, she didn't. Can't you see? Yuan, she's still alive.
Daddy, what's happening? You're scaring me.
He seems off. Is he overclocking?
No, doctor. I am not leaving her. You're not leaving Daddy, right? Yuan! Shut up! Take your hands off her now!
That's enough, Laurent. She'll be safe in my care. You still have other things to do, remember?
No, don't! Yuan!
Laurent! Do you want to lose your daughter again?
No.
Now hand over the girl. You see, that man is her father. Why do you want to separate them? Oh, well, whatever. Wan, come.
Yes.
Good girl. Stay here, Wan. And why would you be concerned? Smart girls know how to mind their own business. Oh, you're quite the fighter. Shh! They're coming. It's the patrollers. We can't know if you don't want to get into trouble, including what's happening with the Seance Society. Oh, don't be so pig-headed. Say, for trying to abduct this little girl?
Yes, Miss Yinlin.
Good. Now come.
Everything's back to where they were before. Found a piece of paper inside one of the boxes. Date of transaction. Signee. That should do the trick.
This should be good enough to get past their eyes. The patrollers are almost here.
You there! We heard some commotion coming from this area.
What? Nothing, officer. We were just hanging.
Really? Then what was that loud banging?
Oh, this girl just tripped over. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding.
Is that so? Then what did you do after that?
It seems she can't find her father. We were just trying to help. Right, Rover?
I see. I don't have other questions.
Leave the girl to us. We'll help find her father.
Thanks, but we've got this.
Don't worry. You're not bothering us.
Trust me, I understand how tedious a patroller's job can get. My name's Yinglin. I'm also a patroller. Here's my ID.
Oh, a fellow patrol.
You sure this is real? Never seen her around.
You think I can't tell a fake ID when I see it? Shut your mouth.
No reason you would have seen me. I don't work here. Just visiting Jinzhou on vacation.
Then we'll leave the girl to you. If you can't find her dad, bring her to the patroller station. Come on, we're going, Rookie.
Enjoy your day. Have fun in Jinzhou. Oh, hey! Wait up, Captain!
Do I not look the part? I didn't plan to blow my cover, but that patroller was sharp. I would have risked them finding out about Wan Wan otherwise. You should see for yourself. Let your soul rest. Return to your true form, daughter of Lorong, Wan Wan. Yes. A puppet, to be exact. This helpless little girl before you, Lorong's beloved daughter, is nothing but a humanoid robot. And the so-called Seance Society. They're the ones behind Jinzhou's recent missing person case. They offer these puppets to people who have lost their loved one. These puppets can perfectly replicate the personalities of the deceased. To those mourning people, they're indistinguishable from the living. Yes. People gave up everything to join this society for one chance to reunite with their beloved. As for how they got their hands on these puppets, I have no... Beware. The puppets may seem harmless, but those who got too attached are much more likely to overclock. Lorong's the recruiter. You're the perfect outsider, traveling all alone, ripe for the take. But it seems he picked the worst candidate possible. I need to apprehend the true culprit behind this group. But this is not your problem. I'm on a mission. Leave now and forget everything that happened here today, will you? Lorong's transaction record. Where did you find... You're such a box of surprises. Sure, why not? But I don't want prying up. We meet again, as I expected. This place seems safe enough. So, any questions for me? They operate under the guise of a non-profit charity. The Seance Society lures people in, despite previously, from what I've gathered, they're in cahoots with Fraxidus. And a Fraxidus intervention would have only made things... So, any questions for me? Lorong, once a Midnight Ranger, lost his daughter in a tragic act. He joined the society to see his daughter again. He truly believed he could have been a... So, any questions for me? Didn't know you cared. This is supposed to be confidential. But I've been authorized to make my own calls. My orders were clear. Infiltrate the Seance Society, gather evidence of their crimes, and find the culprit behind it all. So far, I've had no luck meeting any of their higher-ups. So, any questions for me? Aside from recruiting new people in Jinzhou, Lorong and I were given another task. See the transaction record in your hands? Some Fraxidus members ordered a batch of puppets from the Society. We're in charge of handling the deal. Not until their collaborations. I plan to investigate these prototypes, but Lorong keeps things... It's almost time. With the Fraxidus... Now you know the nitty-gritty details. It's still not too late to call it. You don't seem to be mourning someone. Why the interest? You've suffered a memory loss. I see. Indeed, if they can make such lifelike puppets by tapping into people's memories, perhaps they could help you remember. But we need to find them first. You can be my civilian investigator. What do you say? Larong and I are about to meet the Fraxidus for our deal. I will need you to follow him and send me the coordinates once you're there. And you're in already. Didn't even... Oh, well, you seem... They're coming. I'll bring Wen to him. Hopefully he won't suspect. Rise and shine, Wen.
Miss Yinlin, where am I? Where's Daddy?
Don't worry, Wen. I'm taking you to Dad.
Okay.
That's my girl. I'm leaving the rest to you, Rover.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. One sound.